Welcome back to the Dark Truth Diaries. Where betrayal burns, revenge waits in the shadows. And every story reveals the darkest corners of human nature. Tonight's case is a masterclass in psychological revenge. It's a story of tragedy, seduction, manipulation, and a widow who infiltrated the life of her husband's killer. Not with violence, but with the one weapon he never saw coming: her love. This is the twisted, true crime tale of the widow who took revenge on her husband's killer by becoming his lover. Dim the lights. Lock your doors. Because this one will stay with you long after it ends. Olivia Carson was 37, elegant, composed, and deeply in love with her husband, Daniel. They lived in a peaceful lakeside home in Willow Bend, a small town where everyone knew everyone, and crime was something people watched on TV but never expected to touch their lives. Daniel was a respected financial advisor. Olivia was a private school literature teacher. They weren't rich, but they were content. And they believed their life would stay that way. Then came the night of November 18th. A cold, windless night when Daniel didn't come home. Olivia called his phone, no answer. She paced. She prayed. She told herself he was stuck at work. But the knock came at 1:12 a.m. 2 officers. Somber faces. Daniel had been shot dead behind a convenience store during what appeared to be a robbery gone wrong. The suspect fled. No witnesses. No fingerprints. Nothing but grief. Olivia's world shattered. 3 weeks later, police arrested a suspect. Marcus Hale, a 29-year-old drifter with a history of petty theft and drug charges. They said his fingerprints were found on a liquor bottle at the scene. They said he matched the blurry security footage. They said it was enough. Olivia wanted to believe justice was coming. But the case fell apart in court. Evidence mishandled. Witness statements inconsistent. Prosecution sloppy. Defense aggressive. Marcus walked free. Olivia stared at him as he left the courthouse. Smirking. Carefree. Like he hadn't ripped her world apart. She felt something she hadn't felt before. Not sadness. Not fear. But a cold, calculated rage. Not loud. Not explosive. Quiet. Controlled. The kind of rage that waits. Watches. Plans. And that day, she made a vow. She would destroy him. But not quickly. Not mercifully. Not with blood. She wanted him to feel what she felt. To trust her. To need her. To love her. And then lose everything. For months, Olivia studied Marcus. Quietly. Patiently. She learned his routines. Where he drank. Where he slept. Who he talked to. She dyed her hair. Changed her wardrobe. Joined a gym he went to, never speaking, only observing. She crafted a new identity. Lena Moore, a traveling photographer new in town. The kind of woman Marcus liked. Free-spirited. Unattached. A little broken. She studied his taste in women. And became exactly that. Not by accident. By design. It happened at Rusty's bar, Marcus's favorite place. She sat 2 stools away, reading a photography magazine she never cared for. Marcus looked at her once. Twice. A third time. Then he spoke. Never seen you here before. She smiled softly. Just passing through. He bought her a drink. She laughed at his jokes. Touched his arm lightly. Seemed intrigued, but not too eager. Marcus took the bait. Exactly as she predicted. Within an hour, he was hooked. Within a week, he was obsessed. Within a month, they were lovers. He never recognized her. Not with the new hair, the new voice tone. The new identity. And definitely not with the act she perfected. He thought she was an angel dropped into his life. He called her the only good thing I've ever had. And Olivia smiled. A smile sharpened by grief and vengeance. The deeper she got, the more he opened up. He told her about his childhood. His fears. His dreams. His regrets. He cried in her arms. He whispered secrets he'd never told anyone. And one night, after too many drinks, he confessed the thing Olivia had been waiting for. He did kill a man. A guy who surprised him behind a store. He said he'd panicked. He said he didn't mean to. Olivia's blood turned to ice. But she didn't flinch. Instead, she held him. Kissed him. Told him she understood. She let him believe he was forgiven. Because forgiveness would make the betrayal hurt more. Once Marcus trusted her completely, Olivia began to break him. Slowly, subtly. She whispered doubts into his ears. Why do the police keep circling around you? Are you sure no one else knows? What if someone talks? He grew paranoid. Stopped sleeping. Started drinking more. Picked fights with people he once called friends. She controlled his life. Emotionally, psychologically, financially. And he never suspected. Because he loved her. After 10 months, when Marcus was at his weakest, Olivia executed the final phase. She planted a stolen gun, cash marked from a drug bust, a burner phone with incriminating messages, Daniel's old watch she kept hidden for this moment, all in Marcus's apartment. Then she tipped off the police. Anonymously. Officers raided the apartment at 4:27 a.m. Marcus was dragged out screaming. Completely blindsided. He kept begging Olivia to help him. Crying her name. But Olivia vanished. No goodbye. No explanation. Just silence. He was arrested on multiple charges including the reopened murder case of Daniel Carson. Now with new evidence. Olivia attended the trial in disguise. This time. He didn't walk free. His sentence. Life without the possibility of parole. Before the verdict was announced, Olivia requested one last visit with him. Still disguised as Lena. Marcus cried when he saw her. Begged her to believe him. Begged her not to leave. And then, softly, delicately, she leaned in and whispered, "I know you killed my husband." Marcus froze. Eyes widened. Mouth open. Olivia continued. "And I became everything you wanted. So I could take everything you needed." Marcus slammed his fists against the glass, sobbing. But Olivia stood. Calm. Cold. Victorious. "You didn't just lose your freedom," she said. "You lost the only person you ever loved." Then she walked away. And never returned. Olivia moved to another city. Started over. Built a quiet life. Some say what she did was justice. Others say it was cruelty. But Olivia. She believed in one truth. Revenge, she once wrote in her journal, isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a whisper that destroys a man from the inside out. You've just heard one of the most chilling revenge stories ever uncovered. A haunting blend of grief, love, manipulation, and justice served in the coldest way possible. Was Olivia a hero? Or a villain? Was this justice? Or obsession? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Dark Truth Diaries, and hit the bell so you never miss the next dark and gripping tale. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and remember, some betrayals don't end with forgiveness. They end with revenge.